In today's video, we are going to talk about a new deal on the market for a Prebuilt PC, and we are talking about the Skytech Prism II for $2,000. But don't worry about it. If that's too much for you, you can either go to the top right of the screen where you will have my top 5 best Prebuilt PCs of the month, or you can go to the description where you will have plenty of different gaming desktops for your budget, and of course you will have this one as well featured in the description, so make sure to check those links if you want to buy one of these PCs. Now, before starting to talk about this PC, I want to say that the price may change, so when you're seeing this video, if it's not on sale anymore, don't blame me. It's the market nowadays. I'm recording this video on September 16th, so like I said, if it's not on a deal anymore, it might not be the greatest Prebuilt PC to buy for the price, but because you get a $600 discount, this is a really good PC to buy right now, and let's talk about it. This PC comes with the Ryzen 7 5800X. This is an 8-core 16-thread CPU, more than capable of doing anything, not just gaming, but also content creation and multitasking. And also you get a CPU cooler that's a 360 unequal liquid cooler. I do think that this is an overkill for the Ryzen 7 5800X, but anyway, if you decide to upgrade the CPU down the line for something that's more powerful and it gets hotter like the i9-12900K, you can totally do it without any issues, because you also get a 1000 watt 80 plus cold power supply, which in my opinion is huge considering that the next GPUs coming out on the market this year are rumored to be really power hungry, so I would go with at least 1000 watts on a power supply. Now the graphics card, and of course the most important part for gaming, we have the RTX 3080 Ti. This one has 12 gigs of VRAM, and honestly for gaming, even at 4K is all that you're going to need. Yes, you can go with something like a 3090, but it's going to be much more expensive for nothing basically, because while you're gaming, there's a max amount of FPS that you will be able to see, so unless you have a 4K 144Hz monitor and you want to play, I don't know, let's say Red Dead Redemption 2 at higher frame rates than 144 FPS, which is totally insane because those games are meant to play 60 plus FPS, this PC is going to be great. The only thing about this PC that I find it as a con, but not really, is the RAM. You get 16 gigs of RAM of DDR4 at 3200 MHz. This is all that you're going to need for gaming. However, if you want to do content creation and you want to have a bunch of tasks running on the background, or let's say you want to do streaming, you want to take streaming really seriously, then I would consider 32 gigs of RAM, but this is a really easy upgrade to make down the line. If you don't have the budget to do it right now, that's totally fine. Like I said, the price it's $2,000 and it's on a discount. It used to be $2,600 and you'll also get free shipping. So you really get a system that on the market right now is valued at around $2,050 if you want to build a PC by yourself. I've made a PC part picker list. Now I couldn't put the exact same components because in some of them it doesn't specify the brand, but I believe this is the closest to the Prism II that you can get, and the total price ended up costing $2,057, and the Prebuilt PC is surprisingly cheaper. This is how the market used to be like a year ago, where Prebuilt PCs were cheaper than PC builds. Right now it's not the same for the most part, but here, because you get the RTX 3080 Ti and it's pretty expensive, the PC build it's actually more expensive. Now the 3080 Ti, it's a graphics card that I do not recommend you putting on a PC build because of the price to performance, but on a Prebuilt PC that's totally different, because Prebuilt PCs at this price point, $2,000, don't usually have the RTX 3080 Ti, and if they do, they don't have a CPU like the Ryzen 7 5800X. They usually come with the Ryzen 7 3700X or CPUs that are not as good as the Ryzen 7 5800, or they lack airflow or other components. Here you get 9 RGB fans, you have good airflow, a good motherboard, enough storage. By the way, you get 1TB of Gen 4 SSD, which is huge for content creation. For gaming on the other part, Gen 4, Gen 3, it's all the same, you're not going to notice a difference. But like I said before, if you're a content creator, definitely upgrade your RAM and you will have a content creation PC for yourself. Now if you compare it with something like a Prebuilt PC from CyberPower at $2,000 as well, this one has the i7-12700K, which might be a better option actually than the Ryzen 7 5800X. I don't know why I said might be, it is a better option than the Ryzen 7. You also get a liquid cooler, but here you get an 800 watt 80 plus cold power supply and the RTX 3070 Ti, not the 3080 Ti, and you're paying the same amount of money for something that's not as upgradable considering that you have 800 watts and also works for gaming and multitasking. because you get the RTX 3070 Ti, not the 3080 Ti. Now, if you're working at 4040p, you won't notice a difference once again between the 3070 Ti and the 3080 Ti, but if you're going for 4K, then you're going to notice a difference when it comes to the RTX 3070 Ti to the RTX 3080 Ti. But anyway, the price is the same and the Prism 2 has better features. The only thing that is not as good is the CPU, but other than that, it also has much better airflow. So I believe the Prism 2 is one of the best deals on the market right now for the price of $2,000. Now, I usually recommend the Omen 45L that used to be around $2,000, but after a coupon code, you get a $200 discount and it used to be like $1,800. That one might be a better option, but right now it's out of stock. It comes with the i7-12700K, like I said before, a better CPU, and the RTX 3080, and the difference between the 3080 and the 3080 Ti is not as huge, and you ended up saving like $200, which is a decent amount of money. Like I said before, it's not available right now. However, you will have the link to that one as well down below in the description, because maybe it's on stock when you watch this video, and you will have the coupon code as well there. And if you're willing to build a PC, which is in my opinion the best thing to do right now, you can go ahead and watch my videos on the channel. I have plenty of PC build videos for different prices, so if you want to build a budget one, which is the best option right now, considering that high-end GPUs are coming out soon, so you may want to wait if you're a PC builder. If you want to get a PC right now, I completely get it. We've been waiting a lot on this market, and at the end it's about enjoying your gaming experience with the PC, so don't overthink it too much. If you're dying to buy a PC at a high-end level, buy it, don't feel guilty. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, leave a like and subscribe, but most importantly, hit that bell button so you get notified when I upload this type of content, which I do from 3 to 5 times a week. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.